Hi guys, this is Chodaros Bling. Thanks for joining me for another tutorial. Today is a special one to me because it is a Loomer from Norway design. You can find all of her fab designs on Instagram. I have done a few of her designs in the past. You can find tutorials on my page. So this one is absolutely gorgeous, and surprisingly enough, it is a hook only design, and it is so super simple. All the stitches we've done before put together, making this nice, beautiful, lacy looking bracelet. I believe that she compared it to almost the size of a 9-pin bar setup. So it is quite large, and it has a 2 C-clip ending to it. Is there here? And you can incorporate bling, or you don't even have to add bling to it. You can also add a string of beads down the center if you wish. Okay, so this is what we're going to make today. And I'm also going to introduce this double-sided hook. So if you are a follower of mine on Instagram, you will see that I have shown you that this is a hook that Chun, the creator of Rainbow Loom, has designed. Now, please understand this is a prototype. Prototype meaning it is not being sold in stores. It is not promised to be sold in stores. I am blessed to live close enough where I can visit. At my last visit, Chun and Fen had given me a set of these in different sizes to try out. And being in love with it, I had asked if it would be okay to share it with you guys, and Chun said yes. So what makes this hook so wonderful is compared to a double-sided crochet hook, it has this nice deep groove in there which holds a band perfectly, and you can take this hook and just twist it all the way around and the band never falls out. So yay. That is my quick intro of this fabulous hook. So you will need a double-sided hook for the last step of the bracelet, and if you don't have one, you can still do the bracelet. But we have a few steps that need to be completed before we start the design. So let's get into what we need to do to make this beautiful bracelet. Okay, so we'll need to do a little bit of prep work. So I'll show you quickly. We need to make 2 single chains. I chose these beads. You can use smaller beads and make it, you can bead every band like Loomer from Norway had done. I chose these because, again, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and every bracelet that I make will be given to a breast cancer patient. So I used the glitter, or the Sweets Baby Pink, and the glitter white, and these round rondelle kind of beads. So, excuse me, we need 2 of these, and it needs to be a little bit larger than your wrist. So this is about 15 to 16 beads in length every other band. So these are the beads, and they have a nice size hole. So you would just simply take your beading tool, put the band in, stick the bead down, and place the bead on the band. And with beads a little bit larger, I like to use some type of loom instead of using it by hand. So I just simply do a fishtail stitch, which is a single chain pretty much. Just bringing that cap band up and over. And then mine are every other, so now I stick a plain band on and then pull this up and over. And then, excuse me, my beaded band goes next. And the bottom up and over like so. So if you wanted to do it on your hook, Next would be a plain band, just pulling through, excuse me, and then your beaded band goes through both loops, but you always have to make sure that you pull that right loop over your bead so your bead ends up in the center. So that's how you'll make your chain. Oops. And then make sure that you end your chain with a plain band. Then you would just add your C-clip. Okay? Excuse me. So we need to have 2 of these. And like I said, if you're going to do every other band a bead, about 15 or 16 beads. So go ahead and pause, make these. And what we're going to do is we're going to make this out of it, which is gorgeous. So I've already made one, and I'm going to do one with you in the tutorial. So in order to make this, it is so super simple, which is so wonderful about Loomer from Norway. So we don't want to go through the cap band. We want to go through the first band there. So we're just going to go turn it to the side and stick our hook through both loops like that. And then I wanted my lacy part to be the glitter white, so I pulled a Pink Sweets through. So every time I pull a band through this chain, it's going to be this Pink Sweet, and then we want to add another loop or another band, and that's when I'm going to use my glitter white. Okay, so the second band, we create a slip knot like that. And then we want to do every other loop on our single chain, which I have done 2 separate colors, so mine will always be the glitter or the Pink Sweets. So I go back in there, go through a Pink Sweet, pull through a Pink Sweet, just pulling it through the single chain, leaving that glitter white band back here on my hook. Now I take a glitter white and I want to pull it through all 3 loops, close it up, and that's when we do our slip knot. And that slip knot is going to be our border, and that's what's going to make it look a little bit lacy. So again, skip one. I always skip my glitter white, go to the next one, which is my Pink Sweet. Just pull it through there, 3 loops. Last band goes through all 3 on the hook, and then you slip knot. Nothing new. We've done it before. Three loops on the hook. And then the last band grabs all 3. Slip knot. Okay? So that's what we're creating. Skip, go up to the next. Pull a band through just the chain, and the last band goes through all 3 loops. Slip knot. So if, depending on what type of band that you're using, mine are silicones, so I have that stretchiness. Don't be afraid to pull on your slip knot to go up to the next. Okay, you might have to pull it and make that slip knot a little tight, but it's okay. So go pull it, go up to the next. Pull your band through your chain. And then the next band goes through all 3 loops. Slip knot. Okay, pretty simple. So we're going to finish this all the way up until we reach the end of the bracelet. So let's go ahead and finish that, and we'll meet back up at the end. Okay, so once we reach the top, so I have one more to go through. Create your slip knot. Then all I'm going to do is I'm going to grab out of my clip the left side of the band that's in the clip and just bring it under, and then that slip knotted band will be the next band on my clip like that. Okay, so that's one side complete. So if you can tell, there are two different sides. This is the front because you can see the knot part. If you turn it over, it is different. You don't have that knot, you have the open part there. So this is the front side. So we want to continue making sure that the next, when we do this side, it's going to match. So all you want to do is take your bracelet, turn it upside down, and we're going to start exactly where we did before, but we're just going to loom it down. So I'm going in that first band again like I did over there. Same steps, pulling a band through, and then pulling another band through in the beginning here. Then we just slip knot, and then we're looking for that second band, which isn't hard to find when we're doing the other side because it's the same, always going in the same one we went on before. Super simple, exactly the same. Pulling your second band through and then slip knot. But you see we're working down and we're watching, we have that slip knot there and it's matching up on the other side. So then pulling down, going in, skipping a chain into my next pink sweet, band through all 3 loops, slip knot, going down again. Okay, so that's what it should look like, making sure, once again, that your sides are matching up. This is what the back should look like. So let's finish that up until we reach the end, and then we can start our next process. Okay, so we have both single chains with the design on each. And now all we have to do is do a stitch that will connect the two. So I know not all of you use these clips here, but what I'm going to do for stability is I'm going to take my loom and stick that clip on one peg and do the same for my other side. So it's important whenever we stitch both of these together that the slip knot side, the front of the bracelet, are both facing you. This one's pulled a little bit, so I was a little bit confused. Okay. All right, so you don't have to do this. If you have a C-clip on the end, you could add another band here and then just loop that band like that, you know. Hold on. You could just add the band to your loom, but just to kind of keep the stability and keep it to kind of a little bit together for me, I'm going to do that. Alrighty, so if you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen a post of this. Now, listen closely because it's very important that you understand. This is a prototype hook from Chune, from Rainbow Loom. prototype, meaning it is not being sold in stores. I'm not sure if it's ever going to be sold in stores, but Chun and Fen had given this to me to use, and I am just trying it out, and I wanted to show all of you because I am in love with it. It is fabulous, and if you are a hook only loomer, you will know why when you look at the hook here with me. Do you see that big gap there, that hook part? It is not like any other crochet hook. You can stick a band in there, turn the hook, and that band will always stay in there. This is what's so wonderful about this hook. So he has a few other sizes, which I will be introducing in a couple other tutorials, but we need a double-sided hook. You don't need one for this bracelet. You can always do it in a different manner, but I'm going to use this. Again, it is a prototype, which means it is not being sold in stores. It may not be sold in stores, but we are going to try it out. And if you think it should be sold in stores, I think you should let Chun know. I hope it is. Okay, so this one is a larger one. So what we're going to do is we're going to, just in the start, I'm going to take out of my, like here's my cap band, and out of the side I have my Pink Sweets loop and then the slip knot in the white. I'm going to go through that back Pink Sweet like that, and then I'm going to pull a band through, and I want it to be my white glitter. So as you can tell, when I put this band in that hook, I can turn it like my Rainbow Loom hook, and it doesn't fall out of that slot. When you use a regular crochet hook, to me, it's always falling out of that slot. So that is my love for this hook. All right, so then we want to do the same thing on this bracelet. So again, you have the loop here, this pink one. I want to go through the back side like that. Excuse me. And then I want to do the same thing. I want to grab my white glitter and I want to pull it through. And the other great thing about this hook is I feel so secure with it on my hook that I don't have to pull it down because I'm left-handed. I can pull it through on this side and loop it in. I don't have to move things around, which is cool. All right, so then we have 4 loops on our hook, same color. And I'm going to push it down this way. And then we want to take our center color, which I'm going to use my sweets for, and we want to pull all 4 loops on top like that, and then close it up. That's only for our first stitch to get started there. Okay, so from here on out, we're always going to go through the slip knotted band, and my slip knots are all the glitter white, and we're only going to go through the top loop. So you can see from the side it's 2 loops, but I'm only going through this first one here right after the slip knot. Okay, so I have that pink sweet in the center holding that last stitch together, and then I put the slip knot band on my hook, and I want to pull through the same color as the slip knot, which is my glitter white, but I want to pull it through that slip knot band as well as one side of the initial, or the band that's on my hook, like that. And then I want to slide it down, and I want to do the same on this side. So again, I want to go through the slip knot, just the one end, like that. And then I want to pull through my glitter white, and I want to pull it through the slip knot band. Again, notice I can turn my hook and that band does not fall out. And then pull it through that pink sweet. Like that. And now you'll always have the same color, 4 loops on your hook. And that pink sweet band hangs out down there like that. Okay, so I'm going to push it down. And we want to end that stitch with the pink sweet going through all 4 loops. Like that. So pretty. So again, finding the slip knot band, going through the top and pulling the band through the slip knot band and the second loop that's on your hook, like that. And then we want to pull it down to the other bracelet, going up past the next slip knot, grabbing that top band, and then pulling our band through both the slip knot band and this next pink sweet band on our hook. Do you see how much I can turn that? And it doesn't fall out of that groove. Chun, you did it. We love you. We want you to make it. It's great. It really is. Again, we end up with the 4 loops on our hook of the same color, and then we just want to add our center color band to grab all 4 loops like that. Isn't this stunning? What a beautiful design. All right, again, slip knot band goes on our hook, pulling a band through that one and the center, pushing it down, going up to the next slip knotted band, grabbing that top one, and then pulling that band through the slip knot band and the pink band like that, closing it up, pushing it down and grabbing center color through all 4 loops. This hook is so super easy to use. It really is. Just because of that groove, it is great. I've never seen a crochet hook out there like this before, because that's my biggest issue, is that it's very hard to get the band to stay in a crochet hook because it's not made for a rubber band, it's made for yarn. Pulling that band through both. Okay, so this is what you should have. It is the finished bracelet once we reach the top. Okay, I'll do one more with you. Again, going up to the next slip knot in line, pulling our band through the first 2 loops on our hook, close it up, push it down to the other side, going through the next slip knot, top band, and then pulling that band through both loops and closing it up, pushing it down and closing it by adding our center color through all 4 loops. All right, there we have it. There's the design and a quick sneak peek of Chun's prototype double-ended hook. So let's finish this bracelet all the way down until we reach this end part, and I'll meet you back down there for close-up. All right, so I am at the end of my bracelet, and we want it to match this end. So we're going to use 2 C-clips to close up this bracelet. So right now I have the 2 ends and this center band in here, okay? So we want to do the same step that we did before. So all I want to do is I want to put my hook through that band that's in my clip, and I want to pull another band through all 3 and catch this one side here like that. Take my clip out, and then this is the time that I can add my C-clip for finish. Okay, so now that I have my C-clip on the right side, I can take it off my hook, and it's complete. So I need to slip this down to this side of my hook, and just repeat. I'm going to put my hook through these 2 loops that are on my clip, and then pull my last band through all 3 of these loops. Like that. Close it up. Take my clip out. And now I can add my second C-clip. Like that. And then take it off your hook. And voila, we are done. So let's take a look at this gorgeous bracelet. It is, I believe, Loomer from Norway said that it is actually comparable to a 9-pin bar setup in length. So it is a cuff for sure. I mean, this bad boy it's big, but it is gorgeous and it's lacy looking. I absolutely applaud this design. It's so easy. Love it. So I did make this a little bit larger as she did, request. I might want to go 1 more set next time, but it will reach. So to close it up, we would just simply go to the cap band on the beginning of the bracelet and add it to the RC clip. Like that. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bracelet. Very light, very flat. One other thing I wanted to mention is if you wanted to add another set of beads, you could absolutely do it. If you added it to that pink sweet band, that connector band in the center, you would have 3 rows, of beads going up. So, yay, great job, Loomer from Norway. Love the design. So great to make another one of your beautiful bracelets. I appreciate your request on the tutorial. I think a lot of you are going to be very happy with the result. So thank you for joining me. And again, it is October. If you are just watching this and it's fresh out, please make sure that you check out my Instagram account for the worldwide contest that I do for Bling for Breast Cancer 2015. Enter into the contest, and it is to raise awareness. Yes, there is prizes at the end, but the whole point is raise awareness for breast cancer. So thanks for watching. Until next time, let's bling it.